Assalamu-Alikum and welcome back. So our today topic is about the official reserve account. So what is official reserve account? Official reserve account is a record of a country's central bank's activity. It's part of the balance of payment BOP and is used to track whether the central bank is building up or running down its foreign exchange reserve. So here are some things to know about the official reserve accounts. What are the purpose of this account? Official reserve assets are external assets that are controlled by a country's monetary authorities. They are used for a variety of purposes, including meeting balance of payments, financing needs, maintaining confidence in the currency and the economy, and serving as a basis for foreign borrowing, influencing monetary. So now we discuss the composition that central bank often hold a significant amount of foreign exchange reserves, usually in the US dollar. Other currencies that may be held including the British pound, the euro and the Chinese yuan, Japanese yen. So, what is the function of this account? Reserve assets are used to finance or absorb the imbalances in a country's economy. They can also be used to regulate the size of these imbalances by intervening in exchange market to influence the exchange rate of the national currency. Now, the importance of this account is that the reserve assets are internationally recognized financial instruments that help the countries avoid having to resort of to free floating exchange rate or restrictive regulatory measures. So the official reserve account contain gold, foreign exchange and SDR. SDR means the special drawing right certificate, and this account is operated by the government and domestic monetary authority. So this account measure the change in the official reserve owned by country's monetary authority. It does not contain private sector holding of gold foreign exchange. So if overall balance shows negative sign, so some reserve will be extracted from the official reserve account from the outflow. And if overall balance show positive sign or surplus, reserves will be added to the official reserve account inflow of the reserves. And now the next thing is the accommodation in transaction. So which are incurred to accommodate the autonomous transaction to balance the autonomous transaction not in the control of government that are the autonomous are the independent. So if we want to check the balance of payment at any time of any country, we will check the official reserve account, either inflow or the outflow. The next thing is error of omission. Negligible change are required to balance. So how we will the omit the error? A reporting time period is subject to the error with respect to the data. So omission, or we can say the unreported transaction. For this, the account need the accounting principle for the balance of payment. Number one is the double entry bookkeeping. For the sake of the record keeping, every transaction is recorded twice on a debit side as well as on the credit side. So the on the debit side we include the causes outflow of the reserve, and on the credit side we include the causes of inflow of the reserve. So causes of outflow is always have a negative sign, and credit of inflow always have positive because they are credit, they are inflow, so it is a positive sign, and the outflow having a negative sign because it is excluded. whenever there is decrease in the foreign asset in a nation, it included on the debit side, and if there is increase in the foreign asset in a nation, it will increase or on the credit side, because it is a positive and it is a good sign for a country, so it is included on the credit side. If there is increase in the domestic asset abroad, so it will be added on the debit side, because it is excluded increase in the domestic asset abroad. And if there is decrease in the domestic asset abroad, so it will be added on the credit side. So decrease in the domestic liability to foreign, it is included on the debit side, and increase in the domestic liability of foreign, it is included on the credit side. Similarly, the next example is if there is increase in the foreign liability to domestic, so it will be included on the debit side, and if there is decrease in the foreign liability to domestic, so it will be included on the uh, inflow side or the credit side. So this is all we study in the double entry bookkeeping.